Hey Pep, Jack Gorn for the Mail. You're obviously overwhelming favourites for tomorrow. Have there been any games against some of the lesser sides this season that you felt that your team haven't been at the top level?
Against these kind of teams? No. We won, I think, the last 20 games, 19. So when you play 90 games, you play against top sides, low sides, or the people say medium or low sides. So I think the team is ready to fight and to try to do a good game.
The fact they haven't dropped their levels against anybody, what does that say about your squad, and how impressed have you been with their mentality throughout the season?
What I said is, especially where we come from. When you come from the desert, so you don't win anything for a long time, and after you can say you have an extra. But we did it quite, we ate a lot in the terms of what happened last season, and we were incredibly consistent this season again.
Hi, Pep. Over here. Hi, Dave McDonald from the Daily Mirror. Is Benjamin Mendy fit for tomorrow?
Yeah.
He's fit.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're aware, but there's video footage of him in a nightclub in Manchester at 3:30 a.m. on Saturday. Now, I know he wasn't part of the squad going down to Fulham,
no.
But for a player recovering from injury who's had persistent injuries, are you happy with that, to see a player?
They are all enough. They are all enough to know what they have to do. I'm not his father.
But did he train on Saturday, Mendy?
Yeah.
So as his manager, are you happy for a player who's training?
I would prefer to go sleep earlier, but I'm not control the players of that situations. So.
But does it exasperate you?
No.
You're not frustrated by that?
No.
But you prefer if he wasn't in a nightclub at 3:30 in the morning?
You don't like, but I'm a relaxed guy. Maybe it don't look like, but I sleep quite well.
But you're happy that he's committed to being
I answered that question
fully
already.
fit.
Hi Pep, Jay Jacks from The Guardian. Given how difficult it is to retain the title and the Premier League era, the fact that you're still in the FA Cup, the Champions League, you won the Carabao Cup, the League Cup, do you think you're a better team then this year because of all those things?
Than last season?
Yeah, because you've managed to almost move on another level in terms of trying to retain the title. You're in for all four.
Yeah. Well, if we judge the team in the fact that the prices of the, how many titles you can win, we'd say yeah, because in the FA Cup we're out, we're in the same position in the Champions League. But I'm satisfied to think that we are better than the last season because we are more time together, because we improved something better, and I think we do better things than the last season. Yeah, that is my feeling. But at the end, we'll be judged for the titles we win, and we can win titles or we can not win just 2 titles we won the season. That's all. So that was it. And the nice is what I said. You said your friend is being here in this part of the season, being here.
I understand why you've previously been cautious about saying, the quadruple is impossible. But now you are where you are in this season. Is it possible? Do you believe?
I said many times, ask me in the end of April. So I don't think, believe me, of course we are there. The reality is there. But I said even today to players, forget about it. That it will be a big mistake from my experience when you think too much. Because when thinking there in 1 week, in 3 days, we can lose all 3 titles in 3 days. So that is the reality when you arrive there. Other teams, they lose the titles before. That's nice. We are here. So I know in your head, still we can win all the titles. But the best is Cardiff, is the best one. And after recovery and go to spend 4 or 5 days in London to prepare all together the Brighton and Tottenham. That is going to do. And leave that is beautiful. It's beautiful to go to London to say we want to play a semi-final, and after go against Tottenham, the quarter-final, so the most nicest competitions in the world. So that is nice. It's leave that, but that game by game. Because after we have to go to Selhurst Park, we'll go with incredible stadium. Tottenham, and after go to Selhurst. That is the reason why we are here, because we adapt in a good environment, and after a tough in stadiums that is typical British, like Fulham last week, then the first 20-25 minutes was incredible. The way we played after international break. That is what we have to think. Cardiff, what they do, what the strength points they have, because they have what they have to do to beat them, because we do some things we can beat them. That is it. And after, okay, recovery again and again. And when we win, happy, and when we lose, in that season we say, guys, thank you so much, and prepare next season.
James Ducker from the Telegraph. Just on what you're saying to Jamie then, Pep. So, you know, some might say you want your players to embrace talk of the quadruple and use it as a motivation, but are you basically telling them, don't talk about it, forget it, because if you do, you're going to run into problems, basically? If they let their thoughts get clouded.
It's not the fact. I'm not in the mind of my players, in the fans of the club, to say what they're going to think. If they want to dream and they want to think, to want everything, I'm not the guy to say anything. But like a manager, say, from my experience as a football player and manager, when you're distracted for the neighbors or for other situations, after you're not focused at 8 o'clock, what do you have to do? And 8 o'clock is not necessary to run. You have to play good to win the game. But from my experience, with why you should play the quadruple when nobody in this country, legendary country, never happened before. With the legendary teams like Liverpool's in the 18th, the period for Sir Alex Ferguson, Jose Mourinho with Chelsea, Arsene Wenger with Arsenal. Nobody did it. Why should do that? Why should win this for that? And we can forget, even the team who win the treble, the Sir Alex Ferguson incredible team, 88-89, won the league with 79 points. So the cup in semi-final, 10 against 11, with Ryan Giggs dribbling 5 or 6, and the final of the Champions League against Bayern Munich in Camp Nou, you know everything. So it's so tough. So even win the treble, it was so tough. 1 point difference in the Premier League, and the cup semi-final against Arsenal. Dennis Bergkamp missed the penalty. Chances 10 against 11 from red card from Roy Keane. And you know the chances they had in the crossbar 2 times for Bayern Munich in the last 2 corners they scored. The spirit won, the desire to win the treble, and of course the quality for everybody in United. They did it, but means how difficult it is, the way they won, how difficult, and just once in all entire life. So they want to think in that, yeah, do it, but the reality is just once. It's Cardiff. It's no more. It's today training good that we have done. Tomorrow morning training again to prepare what we have to prepare. Rest in the afternoon. Win the game, and after again recovery, and who's next? Who's next game we have to play? That is the best way. And when we were in the April, when James is going to ask me this question, I will answer yes or no. But today is far away. It's far away.
How much are you personally, though, Pep, sort of driven by the desire to be a history maker? So at Barcelona, when you won those 6 trophies, I got it right this time, and in that first year, obviously, it had never been done. People will talk about it for decades to come. Does the idea of becoming the first person to ever win, is that a massive drive for you personally?
But it doesn't mean what we have done there. I would have done also in Bayern Munich, like we were 2 times won the double and arrived semi-finals, and we didn't reach the finals. I don't have the secrets to do that. Always, I think that is like a manager, the best way to handle this kind of situation. Dreaming, because it's nice, and being here. So I think we are privileged to be here, to still be able, and I would like to involve that in our fans and our people away, when we play away at home, to support us and try it. But we know at the same time, I cannot forget after draw against Tottenham, one of the more physical teams and strong teams and the quality teams that they have in Europe. We have Selhurspar in front, and we know what happened last season there. They beat us here. The quality there with Towson, with Zaha, with the incredible, well-organized Milivojevic, with all the players there. And after come back in Tottenham again, that is a reality. The dream is okay, but the reality is after that, after incredible tension, the semi-finals, final, go to Selhurspar to play when they are almost already safe, to play there and be consistent and aggressive to take 3 points. That is so tough. It's titanic. It's massive, the challenge we have to. But that's why you have to think Selhurspar, why do you have to think Tottenham Premier League or after Old Trafford or Barley? Why? So Cardiff, here. Close this afternoon, rest, and Cardiff. That is the only way I know.
Hi Pep, Gideon Brooks from The Express. Jurgen Klopp talked a little bit the other day about luck and the nature of luck, and he said that if you analyse every team, they will have had their moments of luck this season, but Do you, when you look at the sort of broad sweep of Liverpool's season, do you think they've had a little bit more luck than everyone else?
No. It happened 3 or 4 times because they have something special to do that. Once maybe got luck, second time's luck, but it happened 3, 4 or 5 times is because they have something. So I think the Premier League is at the end is fair. So you win some points, you have some help penalties, sometimes against, sometimes in your favor. So it's what it is. So I would prefer, draw points in that situation, but I'm pretty sure that Pickford want to save that ball, Lloris want to save that ball. But it's football. Mistakes is part of our game. So at the end, we are now 2 points behind, and tomorrow we can be 1 point in front if we win our game. And our destiny is in our hands. So that is when we have to pay attention. But I'm not wasting my time thinking, oh, they were lucky here, there, and everywhere. So that is not. Don't give you an extra point, an extra, thing to improve in the future. Nothing.
Hi, Pep. Paul Hurst from The Times. You've got 8 games in April. It obviously might seem a lot, but when you were at Barcelona and Bayern Munich, you had 8 or 9 games in that month. What, in your experience, is the most important thing about getting through this kind of stage of the season with so many games?
From my experience in that situation is the players have the conscience they can go into play a game. If they lose that game, it's finished, finito. That is the best way. Because they see 7 games to finish the Premier League, the quarterfinals is 2 more games, and maybe a final, and Cup 1 game, you are a final. And they know every game you lose, you are out. That is the best way you have to face. Draw is not enough. You have to win. And that is what I'm to try to do, like we have done since Newcastle game, And, the last 20 games, it was the only game we lost. Take an exception, final, the Carabao Cup, when we draw, but we won the penalties. The other ones we won. So, and when that's happened, is we don't select competitions. We don't select this game is more important than the other one. They know it. So the teams that play is for the win every game we play.
Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you.